Well, joining me live from Minds and Money Connect here in London is Nicole Brewster, the CEO of Renforth Resources. Thank you very much for joining me today. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks so much for having me.
No, it's no problem. The first time we're speaking, first time we've met.
Yeah.
What's it been like at Minds and Money? You know, had plenty of interviews, plenty of interest in the company.
Yeah. Busy day so far. Lots of meetings.
Okay.
Always interesting people, but some good meetings actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where have you come in from then? Is it actually
Toronto.
Toronto. Okay. Of course,
Yeah.
the company is listed on the Canadian Stock Exchange.
Yeah.
The ticker, as I should say, is RFR.
Correct.
So give me a bit of a snapshot, the elevator pitch, if you like, of the company. Where does it come from? What you're all about?
Well, Renforth Resources right now is engaged in proving up what I think is probably one of the largest polymetallic properties in Quebec anyway. So we've got about 29 kilometers and growing of mineralization, but we're aggressive in our exploration of it, and we are backed by a gold deposit. So we have value, proven value in the ground with the gold deposit.
Okay, so you're backed by a gold deposit. Well, I know your focus is on your polymetallic project, that is the Surimo project. But let's just talk briefly, if we can, about the gold. What's that all about? Why is that underpinning your valuation?
Yeah, so it's Parbec is the name of the property.
Mhm.
It's 1.8 kilometers strike of the Cadillac Break.
Mm-hmm.
It's a geological structure that runs between Ontario and Quebec. Deep-seated fault full of gold. So we've got 1.8 kilometers of it. We've outlined a resource which is 104,000 indicated ounces at 1.78 and 177,000 inferred at 1.77. But we did a bunch of drilling subsequent to that. We could increase that number, but I don't want to spend the money if I don't have to.
Sure.
So
Okay.
we were a gold company until we started opportunistically staking a whole bunch of base metal showings, historic showings from the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And we put that together in a large consolidated property called Surimo, which is 330 square kilometers.
Excellent.
So it's 4.5 times the size of the island of Manhattan.
Okay.
It's big.
Pretty big.
Very big.
But the focus really is on the polymetallic. That's, of course, the focus of the company in the battery metals space, isn't it?
For sure. I mean, Surimo is a big property. There's a lot going on. We could spend forever just talking about other things. Mm-hmm. But the very easy thing at Surimo is our Victoria structure.
Okay.
It's 20-kilometer magnetic anomaly across the middle of the property. It's mineralized.
Okay.
It's mineralized with nickel, cobalt, platinum group elements, along with VMS stringers giving us zinc, copper, gold, and silver.
Okay.
So, and then 4 kilometers north of that is our Lalonde structure. We've only proven 9 kilometers. Lalonde will grow with more work.
Okay.
That's dead simple stuff. It's clearly visible in the surveys. We put a drill on it. We hit mineralization. We learn more. It changes a bit for the better. It's gotten wider.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So with the polymetallic project then, do you end up focusing down one particular commodity, or will you end up potentially mining them all?
It's a basket. Yeah, it's a basket. We'd mine all the material and take all the commodities out. Now, there's a few things that are important to know about Surimo. Road access, we drive right to it. Hydroelectric power lines. There's a dam, a generating station to the south. So green power, cheap electricity. Mm-hmm. There's also a precedent for what we're doing. It's in Finland. The company's called Terrafame, Talvivaara Mine. Mm-hmm. Private. Trafigura and the government of Finland. 2 pods, small pods, so our 20 kilometers encompasses several pods. They are heap leaching the same mineralization above the Arctic Circle. So they're piling up the crushed rock, putting the leachate on it, metals precipitate out. Okay. They're all payable. Okay. They can do it above the Arctic Circle where it's winter like forever. Uh-huh. We can do it we're in the south of Quebec. Okay. So whilst winter is winter in Quebec, it's not north of the Arctic Circle. Okay.
So what stage would you say this project is at then in terms of its exploration and its journey? It's early stage exploration, but early signs looking promising.
It's early stage exploration, but it's like shooting fish in a barrel because we've got the magnetic anomalies. We're just drilling them off.
Okay.
We flew an EM survey, and it sees sulfides in the first 100, 150 meters. Mm-hmm. Everywhere we get an EM anomaly, if we find surface rock, we find the metals. Mm-hmm. If we put a drill under them, we get the metals. Mm-hmm. Like it's not, this is not rocket science. Mm-hmm. So early stage in that it's 20 kilometers long and it's 9 kilometers long, and we've drilled less than 10,000 meters between the two. Okay. The total strike we've drilled off is probably to the tune of about 4 kilometers
Okay.
collectively in 3 different spots.
Okay.
So we have our work cut out from us.
Mm.
And until we put a resource together, we're
Mhm.
exploration by definition, right?
Indeed. Yeah. So what's the plan then? Further exploration? Is that the main
Yes.
thing? Yeah.
Yes.
The field season is.
The field season
upon
is
us.
upon us shortly. We just wrapped a winter program in March. We're
Mhm.
awaiting those results. We saw our graphitic mudstone, much more of it. We
Mhm.
explained the heightened magnetic anomaly at the western end of the property. We know it's mineralized. We use an XRF gun in the field as
Mhm.
well, but we'll wait for the lab to tell us officially.
Okay.
And then I press released on Monday, actually, I'm going to switch gears on you, staying in the battery metals world, to cut the line, to cut the trees in order to do the drilling. The guys went out, they flagged the line, and then I sent them to the power line cut corridor to look for pegmatites within the batholith. They found 2. They sampled 2. They
Okay.
spent all day digging through snow and ice and were not happy with me. So they're like, we'll do this again in May. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Okay.
So we've got pegmatites in the batholith. We're going to go prospecting for those May, June. We'll determine if we're dealing with rare earth pegmatites. We know we have rare earth pegmatites, but are we dealing with a consequential rare earth pegmatite scenario, or is there lithium in the pegmatites? We don't know the answer to that. There's lithium on the property, but in the pegmatites, not yet.
Okay.
So you'll see us do that in May. You'll
Okay.
see us come out with assay results. Probably, I mean, we're going to get assay results into May, so it'll be kind of late May. We'd come out with the assay results on the December drilling,
Okay.
and by then we'll probably be talking about what we're doing next on the 20-kilometer Victoria trend or the 9-kilometer Lalonde trend as well.
Excellent. So very active
Extremely active.
season.
I
coming up.
overshare. We put out lots of press releases. I write a newsletter. I do social media.
Okay.
You know, you can go to our website, renforthresources.com, and there's a way to, somewhere I put a button to join the newsletter, and
Okay.
then you can follow us on Facebook is the next best.
Facebook is the next best thing for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Where would you like to see the company towards the end of this year? Any key milestones you want to have achieved?
I would love to have monetized the gold asset by then.
Okay.
There have been offers made. I just haven't liked any of them. So as the market matures a bit, perhaps those will get a bit better. If we're successful in that, that money goes in the ground at Surimo. I would also like to see, the other thing I'm looking for, there are various things happening on the macro with the major mining companies, but I'd like to see a strategic partner come into the picture. And realistically, that's probably that would be a 12-month process anyway. But you know, mining companies are waking up and doing a bit of exploration around us and such. So it's getting interesting, actually. And Surimo's new. Nobody knows anything about it. It was overlooked. It was presumed to be, I was told, don't bother with those narrow ultramafic slivers in the Pontiac. Well, that's not what they are. They're major structures that are mineralized with battery metals, so they're worth bothering with.
Fantastic.
So bother we shall.
Bother you shall indeed. Well, thank
Yeah.
you very much for giving us the overview of the company and where you're at. It's good to hear lots of activity to come. So if people want to follow more, check the website out, check out Facebook, subscribe to your regular newsletter to follow the story. Hopefully we can catch up again maybe at the end of the field season. Let me know how you've got on. But for now, thank you very much for your time, Nicole Brewster there, the CEO of Renforth Resources here at Mines and Money.
Thanks very much.
If you enjoyed this interview, then give us a thumbs up, a like or a retweet. Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter and hit that notification bell to be the first to know when we release new content. There's loads of great content on our website too, across all our programs at stopboxmedia.com. Thank you for watching.